Hi, this is your postnatal program, stage 1, level 4. So you should have mastered level 3 by now. If you haven't, please go back to it and master those moves to make sure that you are engaging and recruiting the right muscles before you move on. So now we're going to be adding the foundations of getting back and preparing to get back to press ups, planks and burpees. You know, one day we do want to be trying to get back to what we used to do, but we have to think about the foundations before we move on. So all you're going to need for this workout is some kind of ball, any ball will do, a resistance band, a light one. If you don't have one, then you can pick like a pair of tights and maybe a pillow. If you've got a small birthing ball, if you don't want it too big, you see, if you've got a small one, then you might be able to use that instead of the pillow, but I'm going to be using my pillow today. So the first exercise you're going to be doing, we're going to place this to one side because we're just going to be doing it body weight, okay? So what I want you to do is come back down onto your back, lower yourself with control. You can always roll to one side to be extra cautious. Okay, so we're going to come here, we're going to lay down on the floor. We are going to find that neutral position and push our back into the mat, okay? And all we're going to do is heel taps. But what we're going to do is start in an elevated position. So both legs are in this tabletop. So push the back into the mat and try and keep that neutral spine. Now, think about these muscles knitting together. If you're doming, it's probably not the right thing for you. So please regress. You may only be able to just do this, okay? I wouldn't suggest that you lift your legs up if you are doming and you're not recruiting those right muscles. So let's get our legs up if you feel ready to progress. So you're going to fill the belly, and as you breathe out, you're going to lower the leg on an exhale and pull the leg up on the exhale. And when you exhale, you're going to tighten that pelvic floor up. Remember, all of those elements you've been using. So mind to muscle. So deep breath in, fill the belly, breathe out, and right leg. And relax, put your legs down. Now, if you're going and you feel like you're going too fast and you're not engaging properly, slow it down. Take a moment to adjust what you need to do to get yourself engaging and recruiting the right muscles. Now, you don't have to take that big belly full of air every time. You can breathe in and keep all of those abdominal muscles engaged the whole time, but you must, it's very important to exhale on the leg coming down and up, okay, and zipping up. So you don't have to constantly be resetting if you are getting to the point where you're naturally doing this and you're naturally engaging the muscles. So let's lift our legs up, ground ourselves, put our hips into the mat, no arching please. So let's do 20 reps, and so remember the breathe in, breathe out, zip up, deflate. Ready? And one more. And lower those legs with control. Very good. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, so now we've done that, I would love you to do another couple of rounds of that if you can, but if you're feeling too tired, then take a pause. We're going to roll to one side to come up nice and safely so we don't put unnecessary pressure on the pelvic area. So now we need our ball. If you don't have a port ball, you could use your pillow, you could use just something, anything, a kiddie toy, whatever, just something that's squishy that you can hold on to. So as we did in one of the earlier levels, we were on our forearm here, our legs were slightly forward, knees were bent, and now we had the ball here, didn't we? We were pushing into it and lifting. This time, you're gonna squeeze that ball between the legs, okay? So remember, fill the belly, exhale, deflate, pull the pelvic floor up and squeeze here, okay? So you can have your hand here, you can have it here, whichever you would prefer. But we're gonna try and hold at the top and hold at the bottom. Ready? So deep breath in, breathe out, and down. Deep breath in, pull up and out. Push the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, and release. Deep breath in. And down. And down. A few more. Zip it up, and down. Good. One more here. And release. Good. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. So swing yourself around in your own time. You're going to come down onto that right elbow, stack over, shoulder over elbow, ball between thighs near the knees, and slight bend, hips are back at this point. We're going to drive the hips forward, squeeze glutes, exhale, and pull the pelvic floor towards the belly button. Are you ready? So deep breath in, feel that belly, that rib cage. Good. And release. And release. Good. Sit back down, fill it. Are you releasing on the way down? Are you down? Are you releasing the pelvic floor? Relax it. And again, pull up. Squeeze that ball. And down. And down. Fill. You're going to give me one more. Ready? Down we go. Release. And pull. And release. Well done, well done. Woo! It's getting a bit spicy now, isn't it? So, as long as you feel able to do this, you can recruit the correct muscles and you are not getting any kind of doming, please carry on. So I'm going to put this to one side now, and all I'm going to need is my pillow. So if you've got a small birthing ball, you can use that, but my one's huge, so it just didn't give me the adequate distance that I wanted. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to lay on our back, so come down, supported on your arms. I'm going to put my pillow this way round because I want it to push into, and I want the widest distance. I don't really want it to be here because it's too far away. So something like you could use your pillow in your bedroom. So what you're going to do, you're going to lift your legs up as we did in the first exercise and push your back into the mat. Put the pillow there, and then you're going to put your arms on the pillow in a 90-degree bend. And so you're pushing from your forearms towards your knees. So push your back into the mat, deep breath in, feel the belly. As you breathe out, push everything to the center. So pelvic floor is up, it's engaged, ribs, belly button, all knitting in together. Arms are pushed in, legs are pushed in, and release. Again. Tuck your chin in a little bit, push your back into the mat, and release. If this is getting too much for you and you feel as if you're arching, then please take some more time and work on the other moves, okay? So reset your position if you need to. We're going to do a few consecutive now. Ready? So push, so deep breath in and then push. Pull up and release. Back into the mat. You feel a little shake coming on. And release, feel the belly. Deflate. You're going to do 2 more. You've got 1 left. And when you're ready, come down with the feet and place the pillow to one side. Oh, it's getting hard, isn't it, girls? So I want you to repeat that. I want you to do 10 reps and I want you to do a further 2 rounds. If it feels too much today, come back another day, all right? So there's always a way. I just want you to try. So we're going to put our pillow to one side now. Okay, so for your 4th exercise, we're going to do a regressed plank. And we're going to just start recruiting those muscles and getting you ready and stronger so that you can progress into a full plank. So you could do this on the wall if this is completely out of the question. Just put your forearms on the wall and do it on the wall. I'm going to be showing you on a chair, and the longer the lever, the harder it will be, so don't go out too far at this point. So let's place our forearms on the chair and then bring our knees back a little, just a little bit away from the chair. So you're going to put your feet flat on the floor, and what I want you to do is push your hips, so tilt under, tuck under and deflate the ribs. And then what you're going to do is fill the belly and then breathe out. Pull the pelvic floor up, squeeze the glutes and deflate the ribs. And all I want you to do is just hold it, yeah? So you've breathed in, you've breathed out, you've tucked your pelvis under, your pelvic floor is zipped, your ribs are down, don't let them flare, and you've got everything knitting from both hip bones into the center, and you're resting it there. I want you to try and just hold this. If it's too much, come up and go back in, and just take your time getting used to it. Just gentle breathing, but you are engaging that pelvic floor the entire time. If you want to make this harder, what you would do is you would move your knees further back, pushing forward with the hips, squeezing, pulling up, and holding. It's your choice. See where you are or see where you can handle. If you can't handle it, then you need to regress by pulling the knees in and just pushing the hips forward. Okay, so I want you to pause here and I want you to get in position and I want you to hold it. I want you to hold it for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, see how you get on. If it's too easy, go back an inch and see how that works out and see when you're finding it challenging. You just need to be able to make sure that pelvic floor stays on. The hip bones, the muscles are recruiting and they're knitting together, deflating the ribs, okay? And you are not holding your breath. So obviously you breathe in to start, deflate and suck everything in, and then you can have a nice steady breath without letting everything go, all right? So for the last exercise in level 4, we're going to do fire hydrants, but we're going to add a little bit of resistance with our resistance band. If you don't have a resistance band, you could use tights or just try it without, okay? So sit on your floor and you're going to put that band just above your knees, and that's where you're pulling from. This is only a light resistance band. Over time, if you get really good and strong at this, you can increase the level of your resistance band. You're also going to have a pillow, or if you've got a squishy ball, that's quite handy too. So what I want you to do is come into all fours like this, okay? So you're going to stack your hips over your knees and you are going to stack your shoulders over your wrists. Now, my right side, I'm going to place my pillow under it, just like this. Now, fire hydrants, I'll just show you those first. So your leg is coming up here and then down, all right? Up and then down. So you're gonna fill the belly, breathe out. And as you do that in the right leg, your left hand is gonna push into the pillow. So it's the opposite. I actually said right just then, so just reposition it to your left side. So let's get into this lovely tabletop position. Back is neutral. Try not to be arched, try not to be rounded. Neutral, okay? So deep breath in. As you breathe out, lift your right leg and push your left hand into the mat. And down, zip up. Again. Breathe out. Zip up and down. You're pushing, as you're raising your leg, you're pushing in here, ready? And you're holding that pressure. You're not trying to put too much pressure on the right hand. So ground yourself, hips square on, facing forward. Deep breath in. Raise your leg and push in. Zip up and down. Good. Again. Good. Remember, deflate everything. You can hold it in now if you wish. If you can keep that solid position without letting go, hold it solid the entire time. Ready? Pushing the left hand, come on, focus. And last one. And place the leg down. Okay, sit back for a moment. We have to do the other side. I will turn around and give you another angle. So I'm going to put my right hand in the pillow, okay, and I'm going to try and distribute that weight into the right side without twisting or swinging around. Stack the hips over the knees, brace that core, neutral spine, deflate the ribs, yes, tuck it all in. You've learned this now, you don't have to be keeping going out and in, out and in. You're going to activate. That's when I say activate, that's what I mean. So ready? Nice neutral spine. Stack everything up and deep breath in. Are you pushing into the right hand? Yes. Breathe in. Exhale. Release again. Shaking. Release again. Give me one more, please. And rest. Well done. Come onto your knees. Okay, take a break, take a drink if you need it. Right, I would love you to do that again. I want you to do 10 reps on the right, 10 reps on the left for a further 2 rounds, okay? I suspect you need more practice on this level, so just keep going over it. Try and do it as many times as you can in the week, even if it's just one of the exercises, and then add 2 and just build up, build up. It's so important that we build these foundations because we're gonna want to go crazy and get some really lovely high hydrants on. We're gonna be adding weight in our normal exercise classes into the back of the leg. More pressure is gonna be put on this area here. The pelvic floor is gonna be under pressure. There's so much to it. And before you know it, you'll be doing a full press up and you'll have an amazing engagement and you'll be well ahead of everybody else by following through my postnatal program. Okay, so thank you very much and I look forward to seeing you on the next level.